Hello and welcome to the Bothnian Bay, Bottenviken, northern Sweden. Beautiful September. I like to sit on location and make a simple sketch using pencil. I thought I would guide you through how I turn this into a painting, but I will do that back at home. Here I'm back in my studio at home, and I have transferred my sketch onto a watercolor paper. So I start with mixing the colors I'm going to use for the trees here. It's yellow and green to start with. And the green is sap green, yellow is transparent yellow. So I'm using a technique here called wet in wet, meaning that I have put water on the paper first and then I add the color. So the color will float around on the paper, as you can see. And the different colors will mix together in a beautiful way, creating very nice shifting tones. Here I start with the more distant tree, adding water first. And color. And you can see how the color floats around in the water on the paper. The yellow mix nicely with the green by itself. And some red. Creates a nice contrast, the red, yellow and the green. Contrasts in a painting is what makes it interesting. Contrasts in color, shapes, lightness. As long as the color is wet, you can work with it. And here I'm using a wooden stick just to move around the color, adding some detail. Branches. starting with the clouds on the sky. Starting with water again. Being careful with the horizon line. And here comes the color. This is cobalt blue with a tad burnt sienna. It's a favorite mix, almost classic mix for clouds, grayish areas. The more brown you have in the blue, the more gray it will be. There is some level of abstraction, simplification in the trees here. I don't want them to be too naturalistic. I like to abstract things, simplify it, treating the different parts of the painting as surfaces. The sky, the trees, the stony ground, the water in the background. They are all different surfaces that meets. Using contrast to create interest. Contrast in colors, shapes, lightness. You have some dark areas and some white areas. It's very important to leave white areas here and there, so you get this lightness. The colorful trees, yellow, green, towards the blue sky. Here the stones. There's a lot of details here with the stones. Also a nice contrast to the more flat surface of the trees in the background. So all the different surfaces work together, creating a variety and interest in the painting. I think I'm finished. Maybe that's the hardest thing to decide, to know when to stop. You don't want to overdo it. I really hope you enjoyed this little walkthrough from sketch to finished painting. I know this video is a little different from what I used to do, but I like some variety for myself. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.